There we go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this dress is tight. Oh. I worked up a little bit of sweat over there. Did anybody see me twerking? I was twerking. I was trying to twerk. Oh my gosh. You guys, everybody came back after lunch. I know you're a little bit, well, after that little sweat session we had, ain't nobody gonna be like sluggish now. Oh, ladies, I am so glad to be here. I did bring my mohawk all the way from Boise, Idaho. I dragged my mom with me all the way from Boise. My mom comes with me to every single event I do. I mean, she is with me. We do events. She travels with me. Let me tell you guys, she is the best traveling buddy ever. She eats like a half an egg a day. She's always happy. She's happy when she wakes up. She's happy when she goes to sleep. And then she tells me I'm beautiful all the time. Mom, how do I look? Everything looking good? She's my sweet baby girl. My sweet baby girl is so pretty. I'm like, that's right, Mom. That's right. That's right, Mom. So, my ego, it just makes me feel so good. Where is she right now? Are you still filming, Mom? Where are you? Oh, well, hi. There she is. Yeah, so she sleeps really still. She's amazing. So it'll be a sad day when I got to put that woman in a home someday. It'll be a sad day. So, yeah, my home, right. I better get a mother in one of those little granny pods. I'm going to put you in a granny pod, Mom. So, guys, this is going to be a little different. You know what happens whenever I go speak somewhere, whatever it is, people have just a ton of questions. So I'm going to talk to you guys kind of about, what I'm going to talk to you about. And then I'm going to open up the floor for questions because I know that there are questions about, whatever. I get that. I really am transparent and super open. And there's just nothing that is off limits or TMI with me. You guys know I was like, glad I didn't wear any panties today. They'd be rolling around under my dress. I don't care what people ask me. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm very, I'm very transparent and open. So I want to give you guys a chance to ask your questions and if there's something that I said that maybe you needed clarification on. So, all right. Oh my gosh, I'm happy to be here all the way from Boise, New Hampshire. I'm happy. It is raining outside. Did you guys know that? I looked outside, shoot, Anyway, all right. So you guys are going to ask, and let's talk about my weird nickname, Cristy Code Red. In fact, people don't even know I have a last name. It's just Cristy Code Red. Code Red, champ, whatever they want to call me. Cristy Code Red, Cristy Code Red. And I know that this is going to be something that you guys ask, so let's just get this out of the way. Yes, I did spend a little over 7 years as a professional female fighter at 154 pounds, 15 pro fights all over the world, 7 knockouts. I've never been knocked out. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, tell that to my broken nose 5 times, let me tell you. I just started doing it as a way to pay my way through college. I was I grew up really poor, and I was a poor college student. I was bartending my way through college. And so I started fighting literally to pay for dinner, pay for food. And then it turned into something huge. So they called me Code Red because I was in nursing school at the time. My hair was red. It's been all kinds of different colors. It's getting ready to go to a new color, I think, next week. And then the code was for medical school. The red was for red hair. I don't know. We came up with it. It stuck. I've been Cristy Code Red ever since. So that's where I came up with it. I had a very successful boxing career. And it led to a lot of great things. I had a show on MTV, like Leslie said. I was an award-winning trainer recognized on the cover of Allure magazine. It was really great. A lot of multiple opportunities, a lot of media, a lot of opportunity like this. And of course, I wrote my book. I hope a lot of you guys have come to meet me at my little booth over there. I would love to meet you and hear what's going on with you. But boxing is a terrible way to make a living. Let me tell you, it is horrible. Like we're talking, 8-ounce gloves, no headgear, no protection. You're going against some of the strongest females on the planet, and they'll kill you. And then, oh my Lord. But it also brought a lot of good things. So And just so you know, this is kind of how I am standing in front of you right now. Why is it that Leslie brought me out here for you guys? Well, let me give you my quick backstory. So a few years ago, I started gaining weight, and I worked out, I don't know, 3 to 5 hours a day. I mean, I worked out all the time. I was riding my road bike all over the world. I would ride close to 300 miles a week. I still, to this day, hold records as one of the fastest females on a bike. I'm still ranked as one of the top female fighters in the world. We're talking about a pro athlete, and when I would cycle, hold on, I got equipment, there we go. When I would cycle, when I would ride my bike, my knee would hit my gut hanging down. Like, I really started getting fat, you know? I'm sorry, I used the word fat. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I just do. I'm talking about myself. And so I would hit my gut when I would cycle, and I was like, why is this happening? Why am I'm the fittest, one of the fittest females around, and I'm heavy. Why am I so heavy? And this is hard to tell, but this was one of my heaviest, and this was heavy for me, and I hit it well. But as you can see, I was in a skate ski 26-kilometer marathon, and so I was really big for me. And so when I realized that exercise has absolutely zero to do with losing weight, I changed my diet, I lost all my weight, and I realized that the entire world needs to hear what I have to say, because this levels the playing field for everybody. I got people with missing limbs, I've got people in wheelchairs, I've got people with double hip I have people that just can't exercise. Are they just hopeless now? No, they're not, and that's why I created the Code Red lifestyle. But I'm not here to talk about weight loss. I'm not, unless you ask me a question. I'm not. You're going to hear me bring up stories from my clients because it's what I do, but I'm not here to talk about weight loss. I'm here to talk about mental freaking toughness, okay? And you're probably wondering, well, why do I have any authority to speak on this matter? I've been through some crap in my life, and I know that looking out around the room, I promise you that there are some people here that could put me to shame on my crap I've been through. Like, I'll take your crap any day over my crap, Cristy. And I get, some of you might see my crap and you might say, shh, I wouldn't be able to last 1 second in her shoes. So we all have our stuff. I mean, we could go around the room and hear some horrific stories. But we're talking about mental toughness, and I've had to overcome just a few things. Just a few things. I grew up very poor. My mom doesn't like when I say that, but guys, for Christmas one year, I got an orange, all right? That's what we got for my 16th birthday. I had a graham cracker with frosting smeared on top and a candle stuck in the top. And that was it. We just didn't have any money. We had a ranch. My parents worked blue-collar jobs. We just didn't have, raising 3 girls, we didn't have any money. I was molested by a family member. Unfortunately, there's probably a lot of people that had that sick uncle, and we all had one, you know. Got married right out of high school to an abusive guy. Started beating me up almost immediately into our relationship because I thought everybody was like my dad. I thought everybody was wonderful like my dad. Well, I didn't know that, but no, they're not. Not everybody is great like my own father, but so I just wanted to be like my parents, and what, they're married, so I thought he'd just get married and everything's gonna be perfect, right? No, he was horrible and still is to this day. I've been homeless, I've had money stolen from me, I've been on food stamps, I have stood in the food bank line on multiple occasions, and I've lived in my car. So, I've been through some stuff. I'm 42 years old, it's been tough, you know, but I have taken myself from food stamps, creating the Code Red lifestyle, had nothing, and creating a multi-million-dollar year from that as an entrepreneur. And we're projected to hit 10 million next year. So life has really turned around. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Life has really turned around for me. It's because I got good people around me, I got good coaching, and I've got a good product that brings people hope and healing, and they don't have to buy anything. You know, it's free information. It's not a secret. People, when I train celebrities, they say, "What's the Hollywood secret, Cristy? What's the secret?" There ain't no secret. I would say, there's no secret. I know that doesn't sell magazines for you, but I don't care. I'm sick of the public getting lied to. So I want to talk about mental toughness. Hey, there's me. Mom, make sure we'll have to get a picture of that. That's cool. Me on the big screen. You can just see I'm like this. I only know one way to be, is just real with people, you know? So Pick your hard because it's all hard. And I like to say it's all freaking hard. Pick your hard because it's all hard. I am here to tell you, ain't nobody getting out of hard. I do not care who you are. I don't care if you're Oprah. I don't care if you're Barack Obama. I don't care if you're Cristy Code Red or my dad Larry. No matter what path you take in life, you are not going to get out of hard. It's hard being fat. It's hard being skinny. You know, people say, well, I don't want to meal prep my meals on Sunday night, getting ready for the week. Oh, okay, you don't want to spend that hour getting the crock pot ready? Well, then you're going to spend that hour Monday morning in your diabetic doctor's office. They're both hard. All right, they're both hard. So pick which one you want to deal with. That's the bottom line. Ain't nobody getting out of rules. I've been on both sides of being super broke to where I was going hungry, and I've been on the other side of having enough money to be able to live my life the way I want. Now, this side of things, where I am right now, is easier, but it's not without its problems, you know? I mean, now my heart is paying massive amount in taxes, employee turnover, unemployment insurance for my staff. I mean, it's just, booking plane tickets, tons of travel. It's a different level of hard. But it was hard when I was homeless. It was hard when I didn't have anything to eat. That was hard. And it was hard when I was heavy. I mean, nobody gets out of hard. And you might be choosing your hard depending on where you are in your life every hour. Like I have clients, they have their water bottle and they are making their way to the water fountain at work to fill up their water bottle. And every time they walk by, they have to walk by their coworker's desk with a bowl of Hershey's Kisses. Every time, so I'm choosing my heart, I'm choosing my heart, I'm choosing this hard. My heart, Cristy, I don't like drinking water. Oh yeah, okay, well it's either that or stay fat. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Stay fat or drink your water. And that's why I say to my clients, so they have to pick their hard, which is the water, because I know I don't like drinking my water either, you guys. I got to gag it down like you guys do. So they pick their hard every time they walk by their coworker's desk. I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. Oh, okay, fill up their water. Coming back to their desk, I don't want it, I don't need it. Cristy says I don't need it. Oh, Cristy says I don't need it. Guys, you might have to pick I got nurses, lots and lots of nurses and doctors that are on my program. Every time they walk by the break room at the hospital, I mean, my nurses know, that break room, because what do the patients do? They bring you in food because that's what they want to do something for the nurses and the staff, when they're taking care of your loved one, right? So walking by that freaking break room is hard every time, and you got to choose your hard. So you're going to make a decision. You're going to make a decision on which one you want. It just boils down to which hard you want. Bill and Melinda Gates, I promise you, they are not living an easy life. I promise you, it is hard being Bill Gates. And to everybody in here goes, I wish I was Bill Gates. I don't know. Don't be so quick to put yourself in rich people's shoes, It's all hard. It just boils down to whatever bullcrap you want to put up with. I promise you, being married to one guy is hard, and you say, well, I wish I was married to him. Oh, I promise you, he's got his own bullcrap. Don't be wishing for someone else's husband. He's got his own crap too. So everybody's got a hard, you guys, that someone's going to have to pick. It just boils down to which one you, and once you get that through your head, you say, I choose the hard of getting up and drinking my water instead of getting up and starting off with a caramel macchiato loaded with sugar that's going to send your blood sugar through the roof and then crashing back down. You're going to feel crappy by 10 a.m. Don't give me that crap. It's both hard. So pick which one. You want a long, healthy life? You want to be healthy? You want to have a good marriage? Blah, 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 blah. All those decisions. It's still hard. Ain't nobody getting out of hard. This one is funny because people go, what? You are not the problem. The problem is the problem. So just work the problem. Well, Cristy, what do you mean by that? Like, what is that? Let me give you an example. I had a client, I will not tell you her name because we are live, and somebody might know her, who you never know, and it doesn't matter. She's a psychologist, and her husband is a doctor, and they're both doctors. And so she was on my program, lost a lot of weight, but then she would do really well and all of a sudden binge eat and gain weight back. And I was like, man, what's going on? And then she'd lose the weight and then binge eat and gain it back. Lose the weight and binge eat. Finally, I got her on the phone and I was like, what is going on with you? We got to work through this. What's going on? I said, are you going through the drive-through? No. I said, so when you binge eat, are you stopping by the C-store and getting donuts? No. I said, are you ordering a pizza and you're eating it in your car? No. I said, well, what are you doing? What is triggering this? What is making this happen? She said, when I get emotional, when we get, most of us are emotional eaters, and here I know I am. I had to be really careful because my weight can get back up. Yeah, I got a little hand right here. A lady goes like this. So I was like, yeah, I understand. So when I want to binge eat, I walk to the cupboard and I get my husband's junk food because he kept it in this cupboard. At the time, he ate a lot of junk food, right? He since has changed his ways since he heard this story. He was like, is she talking about me? One time he heard this story. And so I said, wait a minute. I said, so you're telling me if he did not have his junk food in the cupboard, then you wouldn't eat it? She said, no. I go, you wouldn't go to the grocery store and buy it? She said, no. I said, well, then that's the problem. I go, can we get him to put it in the garage in a Rubbermaid bin? She said, yeah. I said, well, then that's the problem. You're not the problem. That's the problem. So let's just take care of that problem, and we're done with it. And she said, but why am I like this? Bleh. And I said, who cares? Like, I don't care why you're like this. Let's just fix the problem, the one that's right in front of us. Your problem is when you get emotional, you go to the cupboard, which is from here to here, by the way, one of my big rules of my program. You've got to get that crap out of your house. You can't expect to continue to walk by it. I've got willpower. Bull crap. I don't even have willpower. There is no junk food in my house. I used to have a sugar addiction, all right? I can't keep it. It's like drugs. You don't keep drugs in your cupboard, So I said, so let's just take it out and put it in the garage. But why? Why, Cristy? Why? Who cares, you guys? Don't focus on the why. I'm so screwed up. I'm a psychologist. I should be counseling people and helping them, and I'm so messed up. Oh, I'll give you a little clue, guys. We're all messed up in here, okay? We all got our crap, okay? Every last one of us. So don't worry about why am I so messed up. Who cares? We have a problem. We removed the food from the house so she couldn't get it. It was hidden. Problem solved. Maybe later on she can go get some counseling, or maybe if you you can go get some counseling, figure out why. Another example is I have, and you might have noticed, some of you guys watching me, I have a really serious coffee drinking habit. Like it is, I would drink coffee from sun up to sundown. I like the taste of the creaminess. I don't know why I like coffee so much. Maybe it goes back to when I was a kid, and my parents were heavy coffee drinkers when I was a kid, and I don't know, the smell of coffee on their breath when I would get up and give them a hug. I don't know why, but I can't seem to break the habit, okay? I can't seem to break it. I want my coffee. I'm 42. I'm healthy, so I want my coffee, right? So instead of focusing on, what's wrong with me, blah, 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 I just tell myself, for every 40 ounces of water that you drink, Cristy, you can have another cup of coffee. Because coffee, the problem with coffee, too much caffeine is not good for your adrenals. It triggers insulin. I mean, there's some hormone reactions. But it also, hey, I would not drink any of my water if I just drank coffee all day long. I know there's some people that understand that in here, because I ask my clients, how much water do you drink? Like none. What are you drinking? Coffee. Well, I'm sorry, but that's me, all right? I'm telling you. Well, that's not good. You got to have your water. So instead of trying to freak out about why I'm so messed up, I'm supposed to be the leader of this big revolution, I just say, get that water down, and I gag it. I don't want to drink it. I don't like it. I don't like it any more than you like it. Some people are like, I love water. I was like, you suck. I hate water. But I got to do it. So when I gag down that 40 ounce, I get another cup of coffee. Whatever. There is the solution to my stupid problem instead of hyper-analyzing why I'm the way I am. Who cares? Work your problem, the one that's right in front of you, and stop getting so hung up on the why. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. And this one is, you are tough and you do hard things. It's so funny to me, and I use this picture from just a couple of months ago. I use this picture because this is what society looks at that. Wow, Cristy, man, you're tough. Holy, whew. Man, yeah, well, I'm here to tell you, yeah, I could totally kill somebody right now if I wanted to. I totally could. But I would have to warm up a little bit. I'd have to be like, ooh, ooh, my back's hurting a little bit, you know. But, yeah, society looks at that and they say, oh, man, Cristy, man, you are a tough chick. But a lot of you guys sitting in here, you might say, well, wait a minute, Cristy. I wasn't a professional boxer. I'm not tough like you. No, I disagree with you. You've got to redefine what you think tough is. Because you know what I think is tough? I think it's tough raising kids. Yeah. I didn't raise any. I did not have children. I chose at a very young age to not have kids. You know what I think is tough? Having to put your parent in a home or take care of an elderly parent. Some of you guys are going through that right now as we all get older. Our parents are getting older. We got to take care of them. We got to do something with them. I think it's tough. Well, sorry. I didn't mean it to come out that way. I think it's tough when you get a call at 2 a.m. and your son is in jail. Ooh, a mom knows no stress like that kind of stress. Tell you what, I'm glad I didn't have kids. I tell you what, my dad would have beat me. My dad would have beat me till I was purple. But anyway, I think it's tough. Some people in here have actually buried a child. You know, I've got a client in here named Alicia Ferguson, and I don't know where she's sitting, but she is here somewhere. And Alicia homeschools 4 kids. Oh. What? She's tough. That's tough. But society goes, you're just a stay-at-home mom. I'm so sick of society putting that just in front of that occupation. I'm so sick of that. That's baloney. I am amazed at you ladies that do things that I think is tough. So you have to redefine what you think is tough. Stop saying that picture is the only way that you can be tough. Well, I don't go to the gym. Who cares? You got over, you're a recovering alcoholic. That is tough. And you've been sober for 22 years. You've got to think about the things in your life that are strong and tough. And you've got to remember that you do hard things. I had somebody that I know that was going through a horrific divorce after 50 years together. And she just kept saying to herself, I do hard things. I do hard things. I do hard things. You have got to repeat that to yourself. You've got to remember how strong and tough you are, and you do have it in you. You do. And when I have to get through things, because long after my boxing career ended, I still had crap happen to me that I had to get through, and people always say to me, how do you get through this in your life, and how do you handle it? And I say, I remember back, having to literally fight for my life. I mean, you're talking about a girl sitting across the ring. I'm in the red corner, and I'm always in the red corner. I don't know why. But I'm in the red corner. I'm looking across at the girl in the blue corner, and I'm just kind of ready, and we're warming up. We're waiting for the bell to ring, which, by the way, is the scariest moment. You're just kind of like, just kind of waiting. And ding, ding. And as I'm looking at this girl, I mean, she is foaming at the mouth. I can't spread my legs farther than this to demonstrate, but I mean, she's running towards me. I mean, she's just like, oh, and that is a really scary moment. But it is, you've got to know that you are absolutely have it in you. I realize, I tell myself over and over, look, Cristy, if you can get through fighting Elizabeth Mooney in Albany, New York, who just wanted to kill me. I've never seen the look in somebody's eye like that before. She was ready to kill me. I went to Costa Rica. I thought I was going to die one time from a punch. Girl hit me so hard in the 5th round, I felt it. I went, oh. So that helps me know, hey, Cristy, come on, you've been through a lot worse. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So it helps me draw on the things that I've been through to help me get through the tough moments. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to access those things in your life that you went through before. You're like, I went through burying my husband at an early age. I can do this. Or I raised 3 boys. I can do this. You do have it inside of you. And that's not just something that I say because that's what you say to a group of women. I have done thousands. I have written thousands of programs, people all over this world. Women are amazing. They're so amazing. And they have this strength inside of you that that you don't even know, because probably life has beat you guys up a little bit. I mean, some of you might be coming to this conference and you are done. Like, you have had it up to here with what's going on. You're completely empty. You desperately need to be filled up, today. And when you need to be with your girlfriends, you need whatever we're giving to you, or at least I hope you do. You might be just empty. You've got to remember all the times that you got through crap in your life to get you through this thing. I don't care who you are. You have times like that. I mean, like I said, we could pass the mic around the room. We could hear horrific stories. Well, I got through this. I got through this. Well, believe me, you got through that, you can get through this. You're going to be fine. You got to remember how strong you are down deep in your gut, down in the depths of your soul. You have that in you. You absolutely can do it. And I know if you dream it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it. Okay, I know. I mean, yeah, of course it's true. It's true. But it just kind of falls on deaf ears. We're like, I can dream it, I can believe it. You really have to reach way down deep inside and pull that out of the depths of your soul, way down deep in there. You've got, when the kids are in bed and you are alone, man, you have got to shut your eyes and say, I can freaking do hard things. I can get through this. Because what's the alternative? What, are you just going to give up? We know you're not going to do that. I mean, you better not give up. That is not okay. Not okay with me. At least don't tell me you did that then, because I'll go off on it. I'll give up. I don't care what you do, but you don't give up. You don't give up. But you're not going to do that, because that's not how we are. You do have it in you. You are strong enough. You've got to redefine what you believe is strong, tough. Because society sees a professional boxer, well, that Cristy's tough. I got this real tough exterior, but a lot of you guys know if you come and talk to me, I am just soft. And my mom knows I can cry at a drop of a hat, And so you have got to understand that is what society is putting on you. That's not who you really are. I mean, Instagram, Facebook, we are really good at making people feel like crap, aren't we? I mean, we put filters, we Photoshop things, we trim ourselves up a little bit. I refuse. When I do photo shoots, do not touch that picture. Cellulite, leave it on there. That's real. I got a fat roll there, leave it on there. That's real. Because I'm so sick of society trying to pigeonhole us into something that is not real and it's not true. Yeah, I am. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of that baloney. So you have got to redefine what you think is tough, because you absolutely have it inside you. All right, let me grab the microphones. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Everybody's all like, it always takes somebody. We got right here in the front. You guys mind if I walk around the floor? This is a little bit like, is that okay? I know that there are some, you can always see the mohawk. You see a mohawk above the heads. Okay. Oh, maybe I'll stay right here. That'll maybe go. All right, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
So you've been a professional trainer.
Yes.
How do you because if you're coaching your kids, how do you get them to say, come on, you can do this?
Coaching kids. I do not coach kids.
So if it's an adult
that
just doesn't want
So how do I get somebody, so how do I get an adult to get going?
Yeah, because, like, if I was hit by that person, I would have been like, I'm out, I'm good, I'm done.
Yes.
How do you say?
First of all, the way to, thank you for your question, the way to get somebody going is, I can't do like Jack said, you can't do the push-ups for somebody. Somebody's gonna have to get fit and thin and lose weight more than they want to be. We have to say, like we have a saying, they're gonna have to want to be thin more than they want junk. So when people are ready, they come to me. I can't make somebody do anything. In fact, I won't. I have people come up to me at the booth, and they're like, oh, I tried it. It's just nothing but a bunch of bullcrap excuses, and I can't even talk to them. They're not listening. They don't want to hear what I have to say. They're not ready. My sister lost 100 pounds on Code Red, and she didn't do it until she was ready. I get people all the time. So I can't motivate somebody. They can listen. Some of you guys are listening to me right now. You're in your you're kind of checked out. Like it just doesn't, you don't care, it doesn't apply to you. Your mind is just not there. You're not sick of the way you look and feel right now enough to do something about it. You're not. But when you are, you're going to be like, beep, 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 and you're going to look me up. You're like, what did she say? She said no shakes, no pills, no diet foods, no exercise. Maybe I can do this whole real food thing. But it's not going to happen until you're ready for it. So I cannot motivate somebody except for giving them the truth. I just can't. I'm not going to be like, I mean, you can do it. Believe me, I see people all the time at worse circumstances than you with a lot more weight to lose than some of you, and they're doing it. So I know you can. It's all right here. All right, raise your hand. You got a question? Right in the back.
Hi, first of all, thank you for coming. This is really enlightening. My question has two parts. I'm curious as to why you chose boxing. Was it to validate that you were mentally strong, or was it to become strong to validate that you are physically strong? And then second question is, when you broke your nose the first time, how did you keep motivated to continue?
Great questions. Why did I choose boxing? For money. That was it. I had never been in a fight. I was not interested in fighting. I didn't know the rules of boxing. I never watched a boxing match. I did not care about boxing. It was 100% money. I got started with $500 per fight. And I'd walk out there. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knocked out my first 7 opponents. I mean, pop! And then like one girl, her mouthpiece flew into the front row. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I was tough. I knew that I had it in me. I just did what I was told. So it was 100% money. It had nothing to do with anything from my past. I wish I had a glamorous story like, and then I rose up out of the, I don't have a glamorous story. It's a 100% money. And the second is when I broke my nose the first time, how did I keep going? Well, I will tell you that the very first time I was approached by a boxing trainer, he said, would you like to fight pro? And I said, I don't even know what that is. And he said, I'll have to put you through a test to see if you're strong enough. So he put me in the ring with a guy, and told the guy to beat the living crap out of me. And if I could get up after I got beat completely to a bloody pulp, then he would train me. And so I took the worst ass beating you've ever seen. And I was just down, like, oh, and I stood up, and I was like, I was just bloody and like beat up, and I just on wobbly legs. He said, okay, because that's what you have to do, and that's what you have to do in life. Life's going to beat you up. It doesn't matter how many times you get hit. It's how many times you get up. And so he knew if I could take the worst ass whipping of anybody from a man that was, over 200 pounds, I could take an ass whipping from a chick, and I'd still be able to keep going. So I knew breaking, sorry to say the word ass, sorry, Jesus. But if I broke my nose the first time, guys, that's just how it goes in boxing, guys. I had my nose broken 5 times when I was in Beijing. The nose was dangling off my face. I know it. I had to have it surgically put back on. It was awful. And I kept fighting after that. It's just like, you're going to get hit. You're going to have stitches. You're going to have black eyes. You're going to have cut lips. I mean, you just kind of know that going into it, that everybody gets beat up in boxing no matter what. Next question. Shoot that hand up. Let's see it. I know we got a lot of people in here. Let's see. Can we get we got a microphone. She said, all right.
Did you finish college?
Yes.
And did you ever do any nursing?
No, I never finished nursing school. No, because I wanted to, and I love RNs, but I never did complete my RN, and probably a big regret, because I would have had that too. I always believe that if you're going to go to college, man, you better get something from that. But exercise science is what I ended up studying, which is ridiculous. Like, what are you going to do? To be a trainer? I mean, I'm not knocking trainers, but I would like to have had something that would have been some sort of license or some sort of something to keep me going when the market crashed, and a teacher, or something like that. So, yeah. I always dream about, my sister is an RN, MSN RN, and she works for Code Red. She's our general manager, and she's amazing. And I'm always like, you're so smart. I love you. You're so pretty. I know. I have the most beautiful sisters. All right, shoot your hand up. Next question. We got one right here. Nope. Yep. Yeah. So she said, if it wasn't exercise that got rid of my fat, being fat all over, by the way, I was fat here, I was fat everywhere, then what was it? Well, funny you should ask. It's 100% nutrition related. So Code Red, what we do is we focus on 3 things: eating real food, drinking water, and sleeping. And just those 3 things are enough to get the weight off. And people are like, I don't know. Oh, I do know. This is my area of expertise, I'm telling you. Yeah, so we keep insulin levels low. We don't eat anything to spike insulin, because you cannot lose weight in the presence of insulin. It's absolutely impossible. So we keep insulin levels low. We keep the fat nice and high. So what do we eat? Meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, seeds, seafoods, and fat, like avocados, coconut oil, walnuts, things like that. We drink water, and we sleep. And it's so simple. And so that's what did it. Where did she go? I was gonna look, thank you. Yeah, that's what did it. And I absolutely believe, even as an exercise physiologist standing here in front of you, yeah, you should exercise, but for the million other reasons. Because it's not, what did I do today to make you feel like, and you're in there jazzercise, or you're doing, Zumba, whatever you're doing, I don't care what you do. It's good for your heart, it's good for your lungs, it's good to fight bone density. There's so many good, it lowers insulin. There's a lot of good reasons to exercise. But it absolutely is not going to help. Why do we have heavy people in the gym? And they're not being lazy, like they're really working hard. One of the gals here that's doing this event, her name is Erin, and she's in my book. And she was I call myself a fat athlete, and Erin has said in my book, I was a fat athlete, and she was, and she exercised 7 hours, like 12 hours a week or something. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. And so it's absolutely, you got to understand, if you choose to exercise, that's fine. But you want to lose weight, then you're going to have to change your diet. Shoot up your hand. Let's see it. Well, we got one right over here. Yeah. Oh, Jen May. Hi, Jen. Jen is awesome. I'm sure you're all are awesome.
I just wanted to throw this question out for everyone here. How would they get more information to look on Code Red?
Yeah, so I have it listed here. It's in your book, the website. Everybody, if the little insert about Code Red is in your book, and you can look at the website. And what I have is I don't do any direct coaching anymore. I used to do everything, but I can't. And we're growing so rapidly. What I have Code Red certified coaches. So they're coaches that have lost all their weight, have kept their weight off, and then became a leader, and then they bought into Code Red, and I certified them as a coach. And then we have coaches listed on our page, and people can choose the coach that they want to work with. They can choose which coach kind of resonates with them, and we have a lot of different coaches. And so you can look up, my heart's desire is not to sell you anything. I didn't come here to sell anybody anything. I want to give you hope and tell you that there is, we want to talk about mental toughness, of course, but as far as Code Red goes, there's hope, and there's healing out there, and you don't have to buy anything. No shakes, no pills, no diet foods, and you don't have to exercise. That's just not in the cards for you. You don't have to worry. There is still hope for you. You don't have to feel like, that's it. My mom, perfect example, and my dad both lost 40 pounds on Code Red, and I wish they would exercise, but they lost the weight without, I would like my folks to exercise. All right, question right down here. How is that different from keto? Great question. The traditional keto diet keeps the fat percentage higher than we do. The problem with keeping your fat percentage high, like a traditional ketosis diet, is because what? You don't eat a lot of vegetables. And Code Red, we believe in balance, and we believe in lots of vegetables. You have to have vegetables. They are jam-packed with nutrients. You can't get out of, and there's a lot of keto diets and that's such a marketing term. I hate using it because it's like, but they do like bacon, and bacon. Like they're just loaded down with bacon and cheese. Well, that's not good for you. That's not balanced. That's not sustainable. What I want people to be able to do this the rest of their life. And I don't want them coming back to me. I don't want repeat clients. I don't. You can take the book, and we have lots of people when we do events, Mom. We've got hundreds of people that come out clutching their book, saying, I lost, Mom, but that gal, 95 pounds with just the book. So it's really amazing, but you have to have your vegetables, guys. And there is therapeutic ketosis for epilepsy, and that's like 90% of your intake is coming from fat. We don't believe that, but as a medically supervised plan, that's not code red. All right, we got a question right down here. Yep, you got her.
Okay, sorry about that. First, thanks. You're very awe-inspiring.
Oh.
This is great.
Thank you.
I'm allergic to eggs, and
Yes.
I can't have any meat.
Yep.
So would a diet work for me? I eat tons of vegetables. I drink, I don't know how many glasses of water a day. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink juice. It's just water,
And that's
water,
why
water.
you're thin.
Well, I actually went on a diet of carrots and broccoli because I had to put my dog on a diet, and I bought organic. I mean, I ate other stuff, but I bought organic foods, and the dog lost 10 pounds in 3 months.
So she said, I'm allergic to eggs, and I'm allergic to
Meat.
meat.
I can't do
Meat.
turkey. I can't do chicken.
Yeah.
I can't do anything
So
like
what do
that.
you do when you're allergic? Because there's a lot of people out there, I'm allergic to dairy, I'm allergic to this. Totally okay. Don't eat the foods that you're allergic to. So, and the same thing when vegans and vegetarians come to me. Well, I don't know, Cristy, and I say, and you didn't do the voice, but I like doing the voice. I like doing the voice. I got to do it any chance I get. I make fun of my mom. I do her voice where she goes, stop it. So, and she goes, I don't talk that way. So what I tell the vegans and vegetarians that come to me, if you are sensitive to something or you're allergic to something, don't eat it. It just might not give you as much of a variety as it would be me, that I'm not allergic to anything. But yeah, don't eat eggs. I mean, you're gonna have to be heavy on the dietary fat. So heavy on the avocados, heavy on the avocado oil, heavy on the nuts, the seeds, pumpkin seeds, like that kind of thing. And that's one of the things we do with a custom program is when we have someone like that comes to us, we write a custom program for that person to meet their needs, because everybody's different. Everybody in here is different. All right, right here in front. Great question. She said, I'm so curious how your parents did because you're a boxer. Guys, you don't want to watch your kid fight. It's horrible. I mean, so the first fight they went to, they didn't come to all of them. The first fight they went to, I knocked the girl out in the first round, so that was good. We all got to go and eat. Yeah. It was an easy, good knockout. It was good. I hit her, and she's the one that the mouthpiece flew out in the front row. The second fight Mom and Dad came to, and they were nervous. I mean, they were nervous. In fact, my parents wouldn't even acknowledge it. When I had my first fight, they said, Cristy, or I said, Dad, my dad was pastoring a church. I said, Dad, my first fight's coming up in April. And he goes, how's school going, honey? You getting good grades? And I was like, I mean, you don't want your kid doing this. No parent wants their kid doing this, you know? So second fight was at Madison Square Garden in New York City for St. Patrick's Day. I was one of the main events on the card. And that was a really tough fight. We brought in a girl from Philly. She was strong. She was very evenly matched. I have very long arms, but she had long arms. So every time I just couldn't she would pop me and it was just a hard fight. And that was hard for my mom and dad to watch. Anytime their kid I don't know if I could watch somebody now. I can hardly stomach boxing now because when I watch it now, it's not like I go, yeah. You know, I don't get all fired up and stuff. I kind of get nauseous almost. I'm like, ooh. I don't, you know, it's tough to watch boxing now because I actually know what's going on. I know how it feels and I don't want to be, All right, we got right here in the front. Yep. Yep. So she said one of the fittest she has ever been was when she was exercising 3 hours a day, but then put her weight back on. And I don't understand, she said, how someone could sustain that kind of exercise. Whoop. Oh, there I am. Oh, yeah. Right. There are people, she said, I exercise an hour a day. How is it that people exercise 3 hours a day? Yeah, great question. I agree with you. Personally, you'll blow out a knee before you'll make a dent in your weight loss exercising that much. I mean, you got to think of it. A pound of fat is 3,500 calories. Well, I'm here to tell you, I run with Annabelle, my dog, every single morning. We do 3 miles. For me, it's an easy run. I do it because I like to be with her. I do it to get away from my phone. I do it to get some fresh air. I just do it because it's fun. That's about 300 calories I burn. So you're telling me, 400 calories for easy math. You tell me I got to do 9 runs to burn off 1 pound of fat? Now you're going to blow out a knee. So I agree with you. That is not sustainable and it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I'm telling you it's not. I can't believe I said it, but it's not. And there are people that do it that are pro athletes like me. I had to exercise 5 hours a day. And the red coat over there.
I was going to say I do need a mic. Oh, this is great. I just want to say I was just talking about my table, and I was sick a few years ago and essentially went on the exact same diet you're talking about. I couldn't exercise. I could barely do anything, and I lost 30 pounds without blinking an eye. I felt great, and so I've sustained that, and I still do that. But one of the things you talk about that's really important is getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Yes.
And I don't know about anyone else in the room, but I am no longer sleeping. At all.
Because of you're going through menopause? I can't quite
could
see.
Be,
okay.
yeah, could be. Not really
I'm not
sure
trying to
why.
make assumptions. I'm trying to.
But I'm telling you, it's killing me.
Okay.
And I don't know. I would love to just say I give myself the 7 or 8 hours, but I'm not sleeping.
Yep. Okay. Got it. Thank you. So, the number one rule. Listen to me when I say this. The number one rule in weight loss and just maintaining good health is sleep. And this is my biggest problem that I battle with clients. Ladies, you've got to sleep. And I don't know what kind of age group we're looking at, but some of you might be going into menopause, and it's just kind of a mess. Like, I'm a hot mess. Well, I get it. Literally hot, and that's, and I get that. So with people so a lot of you guys hear that and you go, bleh. Well, crap, Cristy. Okay, first of all, a lot of you guys can't sleep, and I don't know your situation, so I'm not directing this at you. A lot of people can't sleep because they got a crappy diet, okay, and they're eating too much sugar and drinking too much crap that's keeping them up, too much wine, that kind of stuff. So once you completely eliminate the crap and you start drinking you get detox and stuff, we notice that one of the benefits of a high-fat diet is a better sleep. You sleep better, and it regulates hormones. So we got to get you back into, like, some of you guys are out of whack. We also, myself included, some of us have to take a sleeping pill. And some of the moms out there, I'm not taking a sleeping pill. Well, guess what? You got to sleep. You also might need a sleep study and find out if you have sleep apnea. That might be a problem too. But this is number one, the biggest problem that we have. We also have our clients stop drinking water at a certain time so that they can pee out excess water before they go to sleep so you don't get up all night long. Also, dark room, a cold room. We get it quiet in there. Well, moms, there's no dads. Moms that let their kids sleep with them, guys, we might need to get a big girl bed, for your child. So, I mean, the co-sleeping is not really, and Jade, one of my, Jade's on staff with us, and she's got 4 kids. And moms, you gotta have to lay down the law, kids have gotta go to bed earlier, you gotta start doing your nighttime routine earlier, you might need earplugs, you might need an eye mask. We have a whole, on our website, we have a whole help page, and it addresses sleep. So there are lots of tricks, but we have to get you sleeping. We have to find the right cocktail there's over-the-counter stuff. I take a Unisom from, a half a Unisom every night. It doesn't give me a hangover, but it also helps me get to sleep and stay asleep. So sleeping is job one. We have to get you sleeping. Right? Yep, got you in the back. And then we'll come to you right here.
I had a question on your self-care. So
Yes.
Everybody has a busy schedule. Nobody's immune to that. How do you fit in self-care when you're traveling and when you're home and have downtime? Does it look different?
Yeah, so let me just make sure I heard your question because I only hear out of one ear. You said, what about self-care? How do you take care of yourself when you're traveling and when you've got crap going on? Here is a word that I want everybody to learn. Are you ready for this? Are you guys ready for my word? Boundaries. Boundaries. Oh, and here's another word you might not have heard. No. Mom, can I? No. guys, you're gonna have to start shutting it down, boundaries. Now, me personally, and I get it, a lot of you are like, well, you don't have kids, you don't understand. I get that, but I do have people that work for me that do have kids and they can back me up. I have very strong bedroom boundaries. And hey, Leslie, make sure I'm not going over on time. Just do something at me. Got 5 minutes, okay. So I have very good bedroom boundaries. I am in bed by 8 p.m. and I get up at 5 a.m. And I make sure, but I mean, I start my bedtime routine. I wear blue blocker glasses to block the blue light because I like to look at my iPad. I darken the room. Like, I start my bedtime routine. So you're gonna have to have some boundaries. When you're traveling, and I travel every week, I know. Here are my non-negotiables. I exercise every day. Nobody was in the fitness room with me this morning at 5:30 a.m. I noticed. I was in there by myself. I exercise every day on the road, and I always get my sleep on the road. I don't care what. Mom can tell me, I've shut it down. Hey, I gotta go. I mean, I've walked away from people. Sorry. I say this respectfully. I don't care if I hurt anybody's feelings. I am the most important person here, me and my family, and we got to have our sleep. So you're going to have to protect your non-negotiables. So here are my 3 non-negotiables when I travel or anytime. I exercise every day. I sleep my full 7 at least hours a night, and I always drink my water. The rest, sometimes I might have some sugar. Sometimes I might. Those are 3 things that you're gonna have to adhere to your boundaries. Draw the line and stop crossing it and stop letting people push you around. You run the show. All right, let's do one more question. Oh, you know what? Right here in front, I think we got it.
What is Code Red?
What is Code?
Yeah, basically, what is Code Red? So it
Code-
sounds like it's like a mentor program where you guys
Yeah.
offer, I don't want to say recipes, but solutions and things like that towards your eating. Since you talk about the lack of exercise, which is all good because I get what you're saying, but what is it?
What is Code Red? So what is Code Red? So I have these little 4x6 cards. Some of you guys have picked them up on my table, and it says at the top, what is Code Red? And it front and back. Pick one up if you want. And what it is
Sorry, I didn't go
she's
to
like,
the table.
I wasted my question with that was my last question. So what we believe is we believe in eating real food. We believe food has the power to heal or poison. We choose to eat foods that heal. We believe that society has been misled to believe lies, like you gotta eat 6 times a day, bull crap. You eat when you're hungry, not when society tells you to. So we believe in listening to our bodies instead of doing what society is trying to brainwash us into believing. We believe that we don't believe in shakes. We don't believe in pills. We don't believe in diet foods. And we don't believe in using exercise to address your problem. We do provide, if it's needed, additional counseling on emotional eating. We have an emotional eating counseling. We have products, digital downloads, things to make so we do have other products, but I don't have a whole line of stuff that I sell people. And we have custom programs. We have groups that are called accountability groups, to where if you can get coached, you can turn in your weight every Friday to a coach. So we offer programs that other people just don't offer. So that's kind of in a nutshell what Code Red is, like really quick. Yeah. All right, let's do another question. I'm looking at the boss over there. All right, pink shirt. The question, I was wondering if it would come up. How much water should we be drinking? Now, I've been on TV a lot, and I get asked this question a lot. So when I speak to a TV audience of millions, right, I always say the same thing, and I think it's pretty safe to say this, and I've checked, and legally it's okay for me to say this. Across the board, pretty much almost everybody, and I can make the blanket amount that pretty much we all should be drinking a gallon of water a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. That is a safe amount that I'm pretty safe to say. Now, if you're below 128 pounds, you don't need that much water, although I have people that are used to that much, and they're getting plenty of potassium and magnesium and calcium and stuff and sodium, so they're fine on their electrolytes. But across the board, you're shooting for a gallon. That's 128 ounces. The bottles of water in front of you are 16. So you guys can do the math. Most of us in our society, pretty much I can say, we are chronically dehydrated. I can promise you you're not drinking enough water. Because a lot of you guys don't know how much, and I'll say, how much water you drink? 2 bottles. 2 bottles of what? 2 bottles of my bottle I sell on my website, or like the bottle in front of you? Don't give me that 2 bottles crap. Give me an actual quantifiable number. Like, I want to know how many ounces do you drink? Well, you're going to have to start tracking some crap to find out really what you are eating and drinking. And that doesn't mean Crystal Light. Like, that means water. That doesn't mean I put water in my oatmeal. No, you can't cheat the rules. Don't cheat the rules. Ain't nobody getting out of the rules, not even me. So you're going to have to really have a real honest look at yourself and say, what am I really doing? You know, like, really be honest with yourself about a lot of things. Look at yourself and be honest with yourself about, do I like the way my life is heading? Do I like the woman that I am and the woman that I'm becoming? How do I become the woman that I want to? I can tell you right now emphatically, I love myself. I do. I love myself. I say, Cristy, I like spending time with myself. That's not conceited. That's okay. I like being on a run and just being with myself, you know? I like that. I know that. I know what my value and worth is. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring into the marketplace. I know what I'm doing in people's lives. I know I'm a good wife. I know I'm a good mom to Annabelle. I know I'm a good daughter. You know, I take care of my folks. So I am really a good contributing member of society. Can you say this about yourself? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and really love what you're seeing? And if you can't, by gosh, man, let's stop this baloney. Life is too short. I am 42 years old. I do not have any more time to waste. And I realize you're like, that's young. I get that I'm not saying I'm old, but every day is a hustle, and every day I'm making a difference. Can you say that about yourself? You've got something burning down deep in here. It needs to come out, and the world has got to hear what you have to say. Stop hiding behind you that you don't want to even be in pictures with your kids. Get your life in order, get your house in order, and show up. Fight for your life. It becomes something. Do what you're meant to do. You know you're supposed to be doing something. Do it. Show up and do it. All right. I'm going to exit stage left. Thank you. Oh, you guys, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you.